Welcome back, everybody. Yes, we have a couple things to address. A couple people wanted to know, why am I not using the Person Algo Optimizer on foreign currencies? Well, first and foremost, we've been tweeting out about the VIX, the volatility VXX exchange traded note. That's this product right here. I'll bring it up into focus. This is the one that has had an enormous success. We have a couple various products. One goes short only. This particular product takes longs and shorts, as you can see, since inception back in 2010, January of 2010 through 2018, performance graphs. It's just made a new equity high. This is the one that I tweeted out on Friday, had been short the market, says short. It liquidated the short, and then just today, right here, went long. So it's kind of flat. It's new equity high, but it's an open trade equity delta. It's neutral, pretty much. Okay, so that's the VXX product. Next, let's take a look at the signals that it generates for other markets. We had a few individuals are saying, well, what about the euro currency? Why aren't you doing the euro currency? And this is the complete person package here. This has got the daily person's pivots. This is the euro currency, a 15-minute chart. This is the equity performance, and we could have changed this around. You know, the euro currency hasn't really had a lot of volatility. I mean, this thing's traded, it's actively traded. It's a new equity high today, by the way, this model. The performance summary, as you can see, going down the list here real quick, if I could share this with you. Here you go. Look at the buy and hold return on the euro currency. Nothing. It's not moving. So this particular product, and I'll just share it with you, it trades from 3 a.m. to 15:30 100 hours, which is, everyone knows, 3:30 in the afternoon. So it doesn't take a trade before that, won't take a trade after that, so it misses maybe some trades in between. It only trades, as you can see, position calc method number 3 means right here, it only trades 2 lots, and that was the performance for so far year to date on 2 lots trading the euro currency. Not bad, but needless to say, we've had more volatility and better results with other products. Gold seems to do fairly well. We've had a couple trades in the gold market, and you know, gold is one of those products as well that is on the verge of going down, and just when you think it's going to go down, it gets long, it gets out, and then it gets long again, and it just got out, and you can see right here, what does it say? Max bars. So it had its max bars on average. This thing will time out and get you out of a trade, maybe sometimes before it's due, but it, on average, it's designed to do several things: trail a stop, hit the profit, max profit, and holding period. And then last but not least, here is the a mini Dow contract. Currently was short today, got out, and is now long 2. You can see open trade equity long 2. This is the ES, same thing. And in fact, in the trading room, gang, we talked about today about if we got a breakout above my last conditional change, and that is this indicator, the gray line in the sand, look for upside. Now, the system went long and it trailed out, but it is, as far as the ES is concerned, it's had a pretty decent day overall. Long out, long out. This is a different model. Let me share you with our better, or the one that we actively trade using a 15-minute time frame. Let's look at that one real quick. Well, before we get into the 15-minute ES, let's look at the 15-minute YM, and this one is long. It did take that breakout, as you can see here. It says on your screen, long. Again, 2 lots. This is the model that only trades 2 lots. So this trades in specific time frames as well as the euro currency. And let's take a look. I mean, it does a phenomenal job of its entry and exit. So let's take a look here real quick. Its performance, this one here, has had a pretty decent year, trading just 2 contracts. The equity curves pretty decent. It's been chopping around since we had that February blow off to the upside, and is, you know, it's just sitting here, but in equity, but it's not giving up the profits trading 2 contracts. That's the mini Dow. Let's look at the S&Ps. Now, remember back in January, we noted that there was more volatility and better, cleaner signals happening in the mini Dow. So relative to the ES, which is a little noisy, a lot of competition for our bids and asks, the program does pretty well. It's profitable this year. Again, its equity curve not as formidable as the mini Dow, but it's still a really strong performer. It too is in a sideways range. It's not doing a whole lot. And again, part of the problem here is it doesn't trade 24 hours. It's only designed to trade certain times of the year. But the point is that it too took a long position on that little last conditional change breakout, and there it is, and it will more than likely get out when, well, when it's due. So that is the wrap up of what the markets look like. Let's go look at that euro currency one more time. All right, for Forex traders, again, you can kind of program where we've developed this product is that you can back test and find and optimize the best trading zones. Let's call it trading zones, trading time zones. You can trade between 1 in the morning, 5 in the morning, turn it off. You can trade between 8 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. So you can trade defined time zones. You can also choose that you only want to take sell signals. So let's say you're emphatically bearish the market, or you see it in a trading range and you only want to take sell signals, then you'd only take sell signals. This model is taking both buy and sell signals. So as you can see, you'll also notice there's the blue line here and a blue line there. What does that mean? Well, it went short 2, it got out of 1, and it trailed the stop on the balance until it exited or it was commanded to get out. You only see one line here because the criteria for either getting out entirely or the whole thing was met. And so right now, the euro currency, this particular position is long right now. It's up slightly. You can see here's your equity curve, up just a tad. But again, euro currency is not doing a whole lot, and this is a wonderful product for people to say, hey, show me the system as far as where would I be getting in, where's my stop, what's the profit target, where do I scale out and optimize. Sometimes it's best not to have a scale out feature. Sometimes it's better to just get out of the entire position, and that's the whole thing about a trailing stop. And as you can see, that exit on the long this morning got out on a trailing stop feature. So it hit a profit, it trailed a stop, it got out, and then the market kind of jerked around, a sell signal happened, it lost a little money, got back on the long side and made it back. So that's the nature of an automatic system. It would take the trades with what a human being wants to do but can't, either because they're not in front of their screen or because by the time they reach for their mouse the market moved off their number, or they just felt, it's probably not going to go that way. A system says these are the rules, this is what we're getting into, and of course you back test and optimize to find out what's the best relevant trade strategy for the individual's needs. How much risk capital, how many losers per day should you be taking? All of that are functions that we've built into the Person Algo Optimizer to help the individual investor succeed and beat the machines. Thank you for watching, and we'll keep you updated on the performances, especially as we continue to see the volatility across the spectrum of markets that we have to deal with between gold, crude, and of course the S&Ps. Thanks everyone. Hope you have a great trading week.